Hey Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So what's in the cards for you for the next 3 months, July, August, and September? Let's see what the tarot has to say. Stay tuned. All right, Leo, so we're going to start first with this Mystical Rose Oracle deck and get an energetic theme for your next several months ahead, July, August, September. We look at everything, of course, as a metaphor. Let's see what Leos need to know. Next 3 months, we have the grandmothers. Oh, beautiful. We have remember your roots, perspective. That's, I think, the key here. And trust the weavings. I love that. So yes, the way that we're all kind of interconnected, the threads of your life and the threads of other people's lives and how they form a very interesting energetic tapestry, right? So remembering your roots. So there could be some interesting connections with family ahead in the next couple of months. Even if they're passed on, there could be things that come up that remind you of your family lineage and legacy. You could really feel, people on the other side coming through, perhaps with this. You can see this particular card with the faces in the background. So that's possible. But I think also here the idea of perspective. I feel like you're kind of standing at a crossroads almost of things that have already gone down and your past, your near past and also your distant past, and then the distant past, which is, before you incarnated, and the crossroad of the near future and the future a little farther in the distance. So I feel like you're kind of at this moment where you're feeling those threads, you're feeling this kind of chain of existence, so to speak, and you're really getting an interesting perspective on your life, both, making sense of the past and also seeing where you want to go in the future. And there's a lot of energetic support for you on the other side, all right, in regards to that. So I feel like you're at some sort of crossroads. Interesting. All right, let's see what the energies that come up for you in July. Let's start with this deck. We're going to use 3 different tarot decks because I like to see if energy repeats, because that's very instructive when it does. And happy birthday to the July Leos. All right, let's see what we need to know. Leos, July. The wheels are turning. Oh, and the Lovers. Okay. And the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. So the wheel represents Jupiter. Jupiter is in Aries. He's going retrograde on the 25th, I believe, of July. We, of course, have the Lovers energy, which can represent an important connection in your life, whether business or personal. It's also Gemini energy. And yes, it can also be some sort of choice that you need to make at the crossroads of your life. I'm feeling like you're at a crossroads. 7 of Pentacles is interesting here, I think, because this is about, all right, something has been, growing. Let's reassess. Let's figure out, is this worth me continuing to invest in it or not? The universe is going to show you very clearly, I think, whether or not you should continue to invest in a certain relationship, situation, course of action. Now, it could go either way. You could say yes, you could say no, you could redirect your energy in some way. But the important part here is this reassessment. But the universe is going to, I think, give you a very clear sign, indication, direction, like point you, so that you'll know what to do with the information you have gathered up to this point. Because something has been growing. Whatever this is, there has been in process. The idea, is it going to continue? Can it go to the next level? That's the thing. And this is remember, it's a general reading. It's going to be up to whatever information that the universe brings you. Now, Jupiter is in Aries in your 9th house of the big picture perspective of your life. So I feel like this is really This is not just about a relationship or just about a choice you need to make about a job or something else. This is really also going to determine the direction your life is going to be heading in for the next year. All right. So I feel like you're going to get this information more than likely before Jupiter goes retrograde around 25th, 26th. Okay. So just be alert. You may get an important message from somebody also that you've been contemplating getting involved with on a deeper level, or you've been contemplating reaching out to. Maybe there could be a reconciliation. That's possible. But again, the universe is going to show you whether or not that is viable. So heed the signs, in other words. All right. Really, we know that if you try to force something, that's not good, right? So really look at the information, the direction, the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities, etc., that the universe is going to bring you in terms of how to navigate this situation. But this is an important thing because it's the major arcana showing up also. And also because Jupiter's in that 9th house. So very interesting. Now, for those of you already in a partnership, happily and whatever, there could be something here also that Jupiter's because Jupiter's about travel. He's in your 9th house of travel. There could be something here evaluating going the distance with a relationship, but also going the distance in terms of traveling somewhere, probably with a partner, but it also could be to see somebody important in your life. So there could be an important evaluation that's going on with that. Same thing, don't force something. The universe will give you very clear signs and symbols. Yes, this is a go, do this, or no, now is not the right time. All right, so we'll just have to see how that plays out for you. All right, let's tune in for August, which for many of you is your birthday month. So let's see, Leos in August, what do they need to know? Let's find out. Leos, August. Leos in August. August. We have the 5 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. And the Emperor. Interesting Aries energy is coming up again in the reading. So again, 9th house, big picture perspective of your life. But this is also about you making an executive decision, as I like to call it, about your life. Emperor is very much about what he wants to do, the way he wants to do it, my way or the highway. Like, very strong energy, very determined energy, very independent energy. This could be you or somebody important in your life. That's possible, especially if we're talking about possibly a lover. All right. But here's what's interesting. So we have all this fire going on, right? We have the 5 of Wands. We also have the 10 of Wands here. So I do feel that something is wrapping up. Some sort of burden is getting released and finished, but it's a little heavy going. Now, it could be that the person you're involved with, because I do feel it's interesting, the Emperor, and we just had the Lovers, they are maybe wrapping up something in their own life in order to be free and independent, the Emperor here. You could be wrapping up something in your life to be more free and independent. It could be a business thing, could be a financial obligation, whatever it may be. The 5 of Wands, though, is very interesting because in this deck, she's moving people around on a chessboard, trying to find the right spot for everybody. So you could be coordinating a lot of moving pieces, a lot of people. There could be just things that going on in order to finish a task, and you're in charge of it. So that's another possibility with this, because Emperor is boss energy as well. So you could be bossing around a lot of people to finally get something finished, whether these are family members, whether it's people you're in charge of at work, whether it's something else you're involved in your life. You will like the end result, though, is what I feel with the Emperor here. It will be wrapped up to your satisfaction, I feel. But with the 5 of Wands here, there could be some digging in of heels. There could be a little resistance. There could be people who are just clueless that you have to like deal with. So, or as I said, you're dealing with somebody else in your environment who's going through this. All right. And you need to be patient with them. And the Emperor is not patient. So you need to kind of look at it from the benevolent Emperor perspective of, okay, I understand. I give you more time. Like, you know, don't be the dictatorial Emperor energy where like, hurry up. How come this isn't finished yet? How come, you know, you're still dealing with that? Okay. So apply the energies to your life with this scenario. But I feel like you're going to end August on a very strong note with the Emperor here and really shifting something that's been problematic for a while and maybe has been problematic for the last 10 months to a year as well. So that's positive. Okay. Or the person in your life is finally, you know, shifting out of that. Okay. Let's see what's going on, Leo, in September for you with the energies. So it's a process, right? Because I said you're standing like at a crossroads. And it could be that you're at that crossroads because you're waiting on someone to get their act together. Because it's interesting, like I said, we have the Lovers and then we had an Emperor. So a significant person in your life, you could be waiting on them to get themselves together, wrap up something. Okay. Let's see what we need to know for September. Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. The Lovers again. Wow. Wow. So that energy, that's why I love to shift decks twice. All right. So Gemini energy, very prominent for you. That is your 10th house. Oh, no, wait a minute. That Taurus is your 10th. That's your 11th house of hopes and wishes and dreams. So, wow. Where'd my Seven of Wands go? Here it is. Okay. So there is something about the major crossroads, making a decision, making a choice, and more than likely involving someone else, because the Lovers twice in this reading. Now, I read Pentacles as self-esteem, as you may know if you've watched the channel. So it's interesting that the Queen of Pentacles is showing up here. And that also tells me that this is likely to be going on more prominently in Virgo season. And we know we shift into Libra season around the 20th or 21st of September. So this is likely the first 3 weeks of September, where, in my opinion, from these energies, you are probably going to be dealing with either you're dealing with this or the other person's dealing with something involving asserting themselves and what they want and their self-esteem and standing up for themselves in some way. And maybe even fighting for the relationship, fighting for the connection. So again, this could be you, this could be the other person. Seven of Wands is interesting in this deck. He really is going to battle a lot more than maybe in other decks that we see. And there's a lot of people kind of coming at him. So again, we have that 10 of Wands, that 5 of Wands. Now we have a 7 of Wands. There may be still a few things left over from August. It's possible. But I feel more like it's this, either you or them or both of you are going to have to really fight for this relationship, this connection. Or if this is about a choice you need to make, you need to stand up and fight for it for yourself. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles here, I love this because she is all about the manifestation. Like, she makes it happen. She focuses, she concentrates, and boom, it's done. And so here's your 7 of Wands. That is your energy. That's end of July energy. You've just got to come out with your Emperor energy that we just had. Stand up for yourself. Fight for your right to be whatever you want. Fight for your right to party. Fight for your right to whatever you want to do here. Fight for your right to have a choice also. Fight for that dream, that 11th house of your Gemini. Fight for this dream in your heart that you want to manifest. There is energy here. I mean, I have to, I'm telling you what I'm seeing. There is energy a little here of struggle. We had the 5 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Now we have a 7 of Wands. So this will not necessarily come easily, whatever this is for you, whatever the Lovers represents, but it will be worth it. It has showed up twice. So there may be something here with this crossroads energy I'm feeling, with a little bit of a test from the universe. Do you really value this? Are you going to fight for it? Because we know a lot of times when we get things too easy, we don't value them. So you could have a very hard-won success, whether relationship, business, personal, or finally finding the right path and making that choice and getting out of that crossroads and moving on. But I do feel you're going to have to assert yourself, Leo. You're going to have to feel confident and empowered and have, your self-esteem firing on all cylinders. All right. You got this. You can do this. And it's going to be well worth it. All right. So Leo, leave me a comment. Let me know how you plan to use these energies, because that's what it's all about. All right. Let me know what's going on for you. I love to hear in the comments. I love you guys. Take care. I will see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.